Let's go ahead and finish out the session with some PHP basics. So PHP is a common open source server-side programming language. PHP stands for Personal Home Page. And in PHP, every piece of script starts with the question mark PHP and ends with question mark. Okay, so we start the script with PHP and we end with the question mark. Okay, it's mainly used in conjunction with MySQL for performing database-related actions such as data entry, update, removal, and select statements. All variables in PHP starts with the $, just like Bash, guys, so this should look familiar. Okay, PHP is used in many popular content management systems such as WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal. We offer a few courses for learning PHP and MySQL and CMS, guys. Those would be helpful to know, especially if you're kind of looking into some DBA roles such as database administrators. Okay. So here's a sample PHP code. Okay, so we start with that question mark PHP. We just do echo hello world, and we end with that question mark symbol again. Okay. So the above PHP script uses a built-in PHP function echo to output the text hello world on a web page. Okay, and guys, again, echo should look very familiar to our Bash type scripting, right? And that's another important thing to know, guys. Once you get one programming language down, you kind of know all of them, all right? They start to all become pretty familiar. So it's good to know at least one programming language so you can kind of be familiar with other ones. So there is also Perl CGI scripting, and Perl stands for Practical Extraction and Report Language. It is a powerful and adaptive scripting language. It usually takes as a large number of roles, automating system administration, acting as glue between different computer systems, and of course being one of the most popular languages for CGI programming on the web. So guys, CGI is a standard interface that sits between the web browser and the web server. When the browser makes a request of the server, all the request details flows into the server through the input interface of the CGI. When the server responds with its output, the information flows back out through the output interface of the CGI. So let's look at an example of Perl CGI scripting here. Perl is particularly well suited for gathering and manipulating text. This is why it's a favorite with system administrators as well as HTML authors. So here's an example of it. So guys, we should be familiar with this here, right? This is our hash pling. And this is telling us we're actually going to be using Perl as the interpreter, right? So everything we put in here is going to be interpreted with the Perl language. So we would do print. We'd say, hi there. And we notice we have a little escape character here, okay? So the above code would output the below text. It would just output hi there, all right? And this little /n denotes that, hey, this is the end of the line, okay? And it's also saying to not interpret this exclamation point, all right? That's an escape character here, saying don't interpret this exclamation point as a bang. It's just simply an exclamation point, okay? So in summary, guys, we went over LAMP. We talked about configuring the Apache web server, some common directives, Apache virtual hosting. We also went over configuring an open source database such as MySQL and MariaDB, as well as some PHP basics, and even we went over some Perl CGI scripting. Next session, we got a lot to cover. We're going to go over security overview, maintaining system security, server access, physical security, network security, security tools, port probing with Nmap, intrusion detection and prevention, PAM security module, scanning the system, maintaining file integrity, using firewalls, and introduction to Firewall D. Please follow these links, guys, if you feel like you're falling a little behind or struggling with some of these concepts. There are private tutoring sessions available. There are weekly and monthly plans, as well as private tutoring sessions for Linux and Bash scripting. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, on this session provided by coding-bootcamps.com. Looking forward to seeing you in our next session.